Hello, it's Marika Lake here. I live on the west coast of Australia with my hubby Greg, and we homeschool our 4 kiddos. We have Will, who's in grade 9, Em is in grade 5, Cruz is in grade 3, and Jackson is in grade 1. And we have been homeschooling for 5 years here in the Lake House Homeschool. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the things that we do in our homeschool to cover the health and physical education learning area. We do not use a set curriculum to teach this subject area. We value healthy living and getting out and enjoying the great outdoors, and so we incorporate the health and physical education learning area into our everyday life through our family activities and lots of purposeful and meaningful conversations. My husband and I teach our children how to cook and how to bake. Our children are involved with preparing meals for the family, and they're also involved in preparing cakes or cookies or muffins or any time that we do any baking. My children do actually love to learn to cook and to bake, and so they're quite happy to join us in the kitchen. Some of my children may be a little bit reluctant to get in the kitchen and help, so I am always make sure that I'm aware of who has been cooking, who hasn't, and I will invite that child to come in and help me and say, could you come and help me with dinner? I would like you to do this. And so they will come into the kitchen. I might get them to chop vegetables, chop the chicken, they might be stirring a pot, just involved in all of the process of making the meal. They'll also help to set the table and put the food on the plates, and they're responsible for cleaning up afterwards as well. And so my children are just involved in that process of learning about food by learning how to cook and learning how to bake. We also have lots of great discussion about what is healthy eating. We do value healthy eating here in our house and trying to teach our children how to eat healthy. So we're always talking about good food choices and having healthy food available in our house. We talk about what we call sometimes foods and everyday foods. So we talk about the everyday foods that we need to eat, like fruits and vegetables and grains and nuts and seeds. We talk about how much we should be eating, like the whole 2 serves of fruit and 5 serves of vegetables each day. And we also have snacks available too, and we talk about why these are only sometimes foods. And so it's just great to have these conversations with our children as we're going about our everyday life, looking at the food that's available in the shops or in our home, and just helping them to make good choices. So my children, when it comes to snack time and even lunchtime in our house, the children actually make their own lunch and get their own snacks. I have everything available for them, and I'm there to help them, of course, if they want me to. And we always talk about these are all the snacks that you can have. These are something that you can just have one of these a day. You can have 2 pieces of fruit a day. You can have these cheese, and this is how much you can have. And these is good ideas to eat this amount and make them have a look at what they've eaten over a day. And so if they grab a sugary snack like some biscuits or something like that, I might say to them, hey, have you had any biscuits today? And they're like, no, I haven't. For morning tea, I had some yogurt and some fruit. And I'm like, great, then yeah, you can have some biscuits this afternoon. And so it's just helping them to make healthy choices all through discussion, and of course, really good modeling as well. We have not got a vegetable garden going at the moment, but I would love to get another one up and running soon. But when we did have a vegetable garden, my children were involved in that. So they were involved in helping to prepare the soil, to just select the seeds, to plant the seeds or the seedlings, to water them and take care of them. And then, of course, harvesting the fruit and the vegetables that came from the garden. And then because they had kind of been involved in the process, they were more willing to eat that food or to even try that food. I do have some of my kids who are super fussy eaters, but we do have a rule in our house that you need to try everything at least once. And so helping with grow a fruit and vegetable garden is a really great way of teaching the children where their food comes from and encouraging them to eat fruit and vegetable because they've been a part of that whole process, and it's something that we can do and enjoy as a family as well. When When it comes to health education, the books that we use is called the God's Design series of books. And I have been using these books for many years now. Even before I started homeschooling my children, I was reading these books with my children. And these are excellent. I love this series of books. There's a book for every age group. We start right at the beginning when they're young and we work our way through. And I'm still reading the book with, my husband is reading the last book with my teenager at the moment. And they're just great books to teach all about everything that's going on with your body, with your hormones, with reproduction, and all of those kind of things. And so I highly recommend this series of books. And so we read these books to my children every single year. When it comes to sport and the physical education side of things, my children are involved in outside sporting endeavors, and they have been for a few years. I know my daughter has been doing dancing since she was 2 years old. My two little boys, they do soccer. We have done basketball as well. And so any kind of after school sports or extracurricular activities, you can definitely use that as a part of your sports and physical education program. This year, we also participated in a homeschool sports class, which is run in our area, and that was excellent as well. Now, we also really value living healthy and getting out in the great outdoors in our family. And so we actually do a lot of outdoor activities. We do a lot of swimming. We are so lucky that the city that we live in is by the sea, and we've got lots of beautiful beaches around. So we go to the beach a lot. So we're doing a lot of swimming. We do a lot of snorkeling. My children love to snorkel. We have a kayak, and all my children love to use that, so we go kayaking as well. We have a small boat that we go out on. We love to go fishing, and then we also love to go on bushwalks. We do a lot of walking, and we discover a lot of the natural rainforests that are around our place where we live. And when we go on holidays, we often go south on our holidays where they have lots of caves, and so we'll do some caving as well. We go to the playground a couple of times a week, even throughout the winter, and my children are riding their bikes, they're riding their scooters, they have roller skates, some of them skateboard. And so all of those kind of things that we do in our everyday lives are things that I write down in my children's learning plan as a part of their sport and physical education. We also do swimming lessons here in our house as well, and my children do 2 lots of swimming lessons a year. We do vacation swimming, which is in the January school holidays. So I sign my children up for that every year. And then so that's for 2 weeks. And then we also do in-term swimming lessons as well. Now, I know here in Western Australia, every child that goes to school up to grade 7 goes and does swimming lessons during the school day, and their school teachers take them to the swimming pools. Well, as homeschoolers, we get access to that as well. So you can go onto the Education Department's website. I will pop the link in the description box down below for you, and you just click on in-term swimming lessons for homeschoolers. They will have a range of dates and swimming pools that you can sign up for. Just sign up, send off your paperwork, and they'll get in contact with you, and you can do in-term swimming lessons as a homeschooler as well. So in term 1 here, this year my children have just done another 2 weeks of swimming lessons. So they are all the things that we do to teach health education and sport education here in the Lake House Homeschool. Even though we don't use a set curriculum, that is a lot of things that we are covering that is learning, but it's just in our everyday lifestyle. And the key is that you just need to be more intentional when you're going about your day and about your week. You know, when you are cooking, bringing the kids in, involving them so that they can learn how to cook, that they can learn about about healthy eating. It's making sure you get out and enjoy the great outdoors if you're not signed up for after school sports. It's, simple things like even taking the dog for a walk, exploring forests or beach near your houses, and then just making sure that you take all of those things that you're doing in your everyday life and just making a note of it so that your moderator can see all of the things that you are doing. You don't have to have a curriculum all the time. You can pull bits and pieces together to make whatever works for your family. And so this is what is working for our family at the moment in this kind of health and sports area. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope that you found that helpful. If you have any questions, just leave a comment in the comments box down below. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I love it if you would. Just hit that red subscribe button, and if you hit the bell notification, you'll be notified about when my videos go up on my channel. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.